Star Trek's Janeway finally sees Voyager's Doctor as a hero. Star Trek Prodigy finally confirms that Star Trek Voyager's Captain Catherine Janeway, Kate Mulgrew, saw the Doctor, Robert Picardo, as a hero, but with a smart twist. In Prodigy Season 2, the Doctor is a vital member of Admiral Janeway's crew aboard the USS Voyager, tasked with mentoring Dalrell, Brett Gray, Gwyndula, Ella Purnell, and the rest of the young Starfleet hopefuls. Of course, the Doctor was always a vital member of the Voyager crew, but he had to fight to be recognized as such during the show's early days. In Star Trek Voyager Season 3, Robert Picardo's Doctor got a mobile emitter, which allowed him to leave sickbay and become a more active and integrated crew member. This freedom allowed Janeway and the rest of the crew to see him as a multi-layered individual, even if the Federation weren't willing to grant him that status in Star Trek Voyager Season 7. Years later, Janeway's holographic twin gets to meet the Doctor in Star Trek Prodigy Season 2, Episode 18, Touch of Grey, which reveals that she sees him as a heroic figure. Hologram Janeway sees Voyager's Doctor as a hero in Star Trek Prodigy. In Star Trek Prodigy Season 2, Episode 18, Touch of Grey, written by Jennifer Monroe and directed by Sung Shin, the Doctor and hologram Janeway finally meet. The two holograms have a heart-to-heart about the Doctor's pending away mission, which reveals that hologram Janeway views him as something of a hero. Catherine's holographic twin sister is like the Doctor was in the early days of Star Trek Voyager, confined to her ship and unable to experience life outside the USS Protostar. Permanently tied to the Protostar, hologram Janeway appears to find comfort and inspiration in the Doctor's story. It's no surprise that hologram Janeway is inspired by the way that Voyager's Doctor made history for her kind. Due to the alterations to the timeline, hologram Janeway and Captain Chakotay, Robert Beltran, spent a decade together and bonded as friends. In the original Star Trek Prodigy timeline, Dal and the USS Protostar crew also formed a bond with hologram Janeway and were devastated when she sacrificed her life to save the Federation. It's therefore interesting to discover that hologram Janeway was a fan of the Doctor's holonovels, suggesting they inspired her heroic sacrifice in Prodigy Season 1. The specter of hologram Janeway's sacrifice hangs over the closing episodes of Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. To preserve the timeline, the USS Protostar has to be sent back to Tars Lamora, where Janeway has to have her memories wiped and then ultimately sacrifice her life.